In this week's edition of the NNY Capital Report, a North Country fire chief visited Albany to make the case for a bill that would enhance the safety requirements for battery energy storage systems, the utility scale battery installations that companies have started to install across the state and country. Chief Will Lipchinsky from the Chaumont Volunteer Fire Department saw the first-hand effects when one of these systems catches fire. In 2023, a battery installed in a storage container off of a highway in Chaumont caught fire and burned for days.
Biggest challenge is we know that we can't put them out, but it's just trying to keep them at a manageable level, especially with the residential areas. If the smoke is going towards a residential area, stuff like that. Um, you know, Unfortunately, the technology isn't there yet for the firefighters to be able to put them out.
The bill calls for 1,000-foot setback, right? So what we know in Chaumont, when the battery storage facility started on fire, it was a mile radius, right, of people to shelter in place, right, because of the smoke, the fumes that were coming off from that fire site.
The bill would also require that companies set aside money to decommission the batteries properly once they've reached the end of their service life, and to help pay for emergency services response in the event of a fire. It would also require that more local input be gathered before a facility can be built. There are only a few weeks left to get this bill through the legislative process. Lawmakers leave Albany for the rest of the year in mid-June. Gray said he's hopeful to see this bill move in the limited time left in session.
So right after we finished the press conference, ironically, we had an energy committee meeting, and it was brought up at the energy committee and encouraged that if we have another energy committee, that it could be looked at and possibly put on the agenda.
Lawmakers sometimes pass something they call a big ugly bill at the end of the session, an omnibus package that includes a large number of unrelated, sometimes controversial policy changes, which could be another path to passage for this bill. From the Watertown Daily Times Albany Bureau, I'm Alex Galt.